When people think about Linux, they often imagine a complete desktop operating system with hundreds of applications, beautiful interfaces, and several gigabytes of installation files. Modern Linux distributions like Ubuntu, Fedora, Linux Mint, and OpenSUSE are packed with features and designed to work on almost any modern computer. But what if I told you there's a Linux distribution that is so small it can fit into places where most operating systems wouldn't even begin to install? Even more surprising, it's not just a fun experiment. It's actually usable for real computing tasks. Today we're taking a closer look at TinyCore Linux, one of the smallest Linux distributions you can actually use. TinyCore Linux has been around for many years and has built a loyal community of users who appreciate speed, simplicity, and complete control over their systems. Unlike mainstream Linux distributions that include thousands of packages by default, TinyCore starts with only the essentials. The philosophy is simple: provide the smallest possible base system and let the user add exactly what they need. This approach keeps the operating system incredibly lightweight while remaining surprisingly flexible. One of the first things that grabs everyone's attention is its size. Depending on which edition you download, TinyCore can be as small as around 25 megabytes. That's smaller than many high-resolution wallpapers, and even smaller than some PDF manuals. To put this into perspective, a standard Ubuntu ISO is well over 5 gigabytes, making TinyCore more than 200 times smaller. Yet despite this tiny footprint, it includes a functional Linux kernel, a graphical desktop environment, networking support, and package management. TinyCore comes in several different editions. The Core edition is the smallest and is intended primarily for advanced users who want to build everything from scratch. TinyCore is the most popular version because it includes a lightweight, graphical desktop and basic networking tools while still remaining incredibly small. There's also Core Plus, which includes additional drivers, wireless support, installation tools, and multiple keyboard layouts, making it a better choice for users trying TinyCore for the first time. Booting TinyCore is an impressive experience. On modern hardware, it often reaches the desktop in just a few seconds. Even on older computers that struggle to run Windows 10 or Windows 11. TinyCore feels remarkably fast. Because the operating system is so small, much of it loads directly into RAM during startup. Once loaded, applications launch almost instantly, and the desktop feels highly responsive. The desktop environment itself is intentionally minimal. TinyCore uses FLWM, a very lightweight window manager that focuses on speed rather than visual effects. You won't find fancy animations, transparent windows, or modern design elements. Instead, you'll see a clean desktop with a taskbar, application launcher, and basic system controls. Everything is designed to consume as little memory and CPU power as possible. Speaking of memory usage, TinyCore is astonishingly efficient. While modern operating systems may use 2 to 4 gigabytes of RAM just sitting idle, TinyCore can comfortably run in well under 100 megabytes of memory. This makes it ideal for reviving very old computers, embedded systems, virtual machines, and hardware with extremely limited resources. If you have an old laptop collecting dust because it can't handle modern software, TinyCore might give it a second life. Of course, a tiny operating system would not be very useful if you couldn't install additional software. Fortunately, TinyCore includes its own package management system, known as the Apps Utility. From here, users can browse thousands of available applications and install exactly what they need. Whether you want a web browser, text editor, media player, development tools, or networking utilities, the repository offers a surprisingly wide selection of software. One unique feature of TinyCore is how it handles installed applications. By default, applications are not permanently installed in the traditional sense. Instead, they are loaded as extensions, allowing users to choose whether software should remain available after reboot or only during the current session. This modular design keeps the system clean and allows users to maintain complete control over storage usage. If you're wondering whether TinyCore can browse the web, the answer is yes. While it doesn't include a browser out of the box, you can install lightweight browsers or even larger ones like Firefox if your hardware allows it. Once installed, basic web browsing, email, online documentation, and even streaming lower-resolution videos become possible. Performance naturally depends on your hardware, but the operating system itself remains remarkably responsive. TinyCore also serves as an excellent educational platform. Because so little is hidden behind automated tools, users gain a deeper understanding of how Linux actually works. You'll learn about boot processes, package management, file systems, startup scripts, networking, and system configuration in ways that larger distributions often abstract away. For Linux enthusiasts looking to expand their knowledge, TinyCore offers a valuable hands-on experience. Developers also appreciate TinyCore for testing purposes. Its tiny footprint makes it perfect for virtual machines where fast boot times are important. Developers can quickly spin up isolated Linux environments for testing applications without allocating massive amounts of disk space or memory. Cloud developers, embedded programmers, and Linux hobbyists frequently use TinyCore as a lightweight development platform. Another interesting use case is system recovery. Since TinyCore loads quickly and requires very little hardware, it works well as a rescue environment. You can boot from a USB drive, access damaged file systems, recover important data, troubleshoot networking problems, or repair bootloaders. Keeping a TinyCore USB stick in your toolkit can be incredibly useful for diagnosing computer issues. Customization is one of TinyCore's strongest features. Since almost nothing is pre-installed, every user builds a system tailored to their own needs. Want a simple file server? Install only networking packages. Need a lightweight desktop? Add a browser and office tools? Building a kiosk system? Install only the required software. The modular approach gives users exceptional flexibility without unnecessary software-consuming resources. However, TinyCore isn't designed for everyone. New Linux users expecting a polished, ready-to-use desktop may find it challenging. Many conveniences found in larger distributions simply aren't included by default. Tasks like configuring printers, setting up multimedia codecs, or customizing hardware may require additional manual work. The learning curve is steeper, especially for users unfamiliar with Linux commands and configuration files. Hardware compatibility is generally good, especially with the Core Plus edition, but extremely new hardware may require additional drivers or newer kernels depending on the release. Fortunately, the community maintains documentation and forums where users can find installation guides, troubleshooting tips, and configuration examples for many common scenarios. One area where TinyCore truly shines is embedded computing. Small industrial computers, point-of-sale systems, digital signage, kiosks, and custom hardware projects often require reliable operating systems that consume minimal resources. TinyCore's compact design makes it attractive for these applications, where every megabyte of storage and every bit of memory matters. Security is another consideration. Since TinyCore installs only what you choose, the attack surface can be significantly smaller than larger operating systems filled with unused services. Fewer background processes mean fewer potential vulnerabilities. Of course, users are still responsible for installing updates and following good security practices, but starting with a minimal system offers some inherent advantages. The TinyCore community deserves recognition as well. Although much smaller than communities surrounding Ubuntu or Fedora, its members are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to helping others. Documentation continues to improve, and the project receives regular updates to support newer kernels, hardware improvements, and package enhancements while staying true to its minimalist philosophy. Perhaps the biggest lesson TinyCore teaches is that modern operating systems don't necessarily need to be enormous. Over the years, software has steadily grown larger, often consuming more resources simply because today's computers can handle it. TinyCore challenges that assumption by proving that a responsive graphical Linux system can exist in just a few dozen megabytes while still providing genuine functionality. Should you replace your everyday operating system with TinyCore? For most users, probably not. If you rely on professional software, gaming, content creation, or a fully configured desktop environment, mainstream Linux distributions remain the better choice. But if you enjoy learning, experimenting, reviving old hardware, building custom systems, or simply experiencing one of the most efficient operating systems ever created, TinyCore is absolutely worth trying. In the end, TinyCore Linux represents something increasingly rare in modern computing: efficiency without unnecessary complexity. It strips Linux down to its essentials while giving users the freedom to build exactly the system they need and nothing more. Whether you're a Linux enthusiast, a developer, a system administrator, or simply curious about how small an operating system can become without sacrificing usability, TinyCore delivers an experience unlike almost anything else. It proves that sometimes less really is more, and that even in an era of ever-growing software, an operating system measured in mere megabytes can still accomplish remarkable things.